everyone. If you're watching us on YouTube and you're enjoying our top quality content creation, then hit that subscribe button now.
Yes, you know we love being content creators, and hitting the subscribe helps us continue all of this.
It's totally free and just takes a quick click of a button, so you have no excuse not to.
Right, it's enough of that. Should we crack on with the pod?
Let's do it, babe. Ask me anything.
Shabba. Ask me anything.
That's my language, bitch. So, today.
Welcome to the therapy crouch.
Why are you doing my lines?
I don't know. I've gone rogue because I've got an iPad. I feel like I'm in charge.
Well, you're not in charge. Get back in your box.
Sorry.
Get back in your box.
Oh, apologies. Sorry.
Down, boy.
Consider me firmly back in my box.
So, how's my little footballing god,
Were you happy with my performance
Pete?
the other day?
I was back in my wag era. I was loving
My
it.
wag era.
I was loving being a wag for the
Were
day.
you like back being a wag?
Back being a wag.
What your thoughts? I mean, it was good. I did you proud, right?
You did me proud. Yeah, you look fit as a fiddler.
I felt good, babe. You know, like I've been doing bits and pieces, but you never know. Football, like
Shout out to Mike.
football fitness is different. Isn't it? You know what I mean? Like,
It's like horse riding. It's a different
yeah,
fitness.
and I thought, but I actually felt all right. Listen, I only played a half, but I felt good.
When you were on the bench, I was like, not again. Not again.
We
I've
brought
come
all our
this
kids up
way.
here for this.
That's why I stopped going to watch you in the bloody first. And here I am, dragged to Liverpool.
That is class.
Dragged to Liverpool to see you on splinters in your ass again.
Fucking hell, she's why would why do you need enemies?
I know, yeah. With a wife
wife.
like this.
I'm
A
joking.
wife like this.
Yeah, but because we did touch on that, and you were like, it was actually a good thing that you were on the bench because, you know, fitness being number one, you wasn't sure if you could play a full 90.
Well, the game opens up a little bit in the second half, doesn't it? Probably.
And you come on and you made your mark. You give it a bit of spice.
Well, yeah, and it was a great moment. And listen, you know, thanks to the
I loved my kiss blow.
yeah, that was like the old days,
It's
wasn't
the
it?
old days when I used to score and then blow me a kiss.
Aw.
And
yeah.
I saw you. I was laughing when I saw you run on the pitch and tie your boots on the.
Did you know it? That was one of my superstitions was running out head of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
magic
we
ball.
spoke
He
about
does
it,
a
yeah.
fake header.
Yeah.
And then tie my shoelace. But yeah, like honestly, thanks to obviously the foundation for having me. But
Oh my
to
god!
run out at Anfield again in front of 60,000 was enough, really, for my kids to be buzzing, and then to score obviously was just capped it all off, and then
It was phenomenal.
it was
and
just
this
a really lovely.
Still got it,
I
Paige, still
genuinely
got
thought
it.
when I scored, I thought, let's be honest, it's a friendly, it's a Legends, it's old men running around.
Yeah.
But it felt the same. I genuinely it felt the same as scoring a Premier League goal.
Did they?
Yeah.
To me, 100%.
It's right. Come on, Phil.
And
Love
it was
that.
so nice to see all the old faces. You know, Dare Kite, who I love, like
Yeah.
smiley as ever. He's a gorgeous person, isn't he?
Mm.
Yossi, I love. Obviously, Stevie G, I love. It was just great to see everyone again.
Yeah.
Just really brought back a lot of old memories. I
Really?
remember going to pick you and Dare Kite up at 3 a.m. once after you'd been on your Christmas night out family. Put the roof down. I was in my pajamas driving through the streets of Liverpool with two pissed players in the back, singing out the roof.
The good old days.
The good old days. But no, it was just phenomenal, and there was a real buzz in the city because Sophia's best friend from school came with our good friends Lorraine and David. They're all Liverpool fans, their family, so they came down from London as well, and we went into Liverpool and had a drink. It was roasting, fabulous day. We had a few drinks, and I was like, "Why is everyone walking around in Liverpool tops?" I was like, "It's not just because." And David was like, "It's not because they all just support Liverpool and we're in Liverpool. It's because they're going to the Legends match." I was like, "Oh,
I
duh."
don't think you realise quite how big it's going to be.
Oh, it was huge.
Sold out,
And
60,000.
everyone, like, another shout out to the staff as well in the LFC store, who, the kids were desperate to go into the shop and buy something.
Yeah.
But there was 7 gazillion people in the shop. So they took us through the back, all through the warehouses, and the kids all got what they wanted, and they were just amazing, the staff. So shout out to everyone who looked after us so well. It was, and I just want you to do it again.
Yeah.
You need to do a testimonial. You didn't do one. We should do something with the foundation and do something
Stay at
there.
a club long enough.
What is that? Is that the
10 years, that's the criteria. You got to stay at a club for 10 years.
Oh, no, but I reckon they let you do.
Yeah. No,
He scored that
well,
brace.
let's fuck that off.
Now that you've got more goals than Ronaldo. People showed me his stats the other day.
No, the reason I showed you that is because someone was saying, right, I had Mo Salah in a front three of a Premier League all-time 11 instead of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But I'm talking Premier League, right? And then somebody very high up in the TNT sports world questioned my decision and said to me that, well, yeah, how can you pick Ronaldo's got he won the Ballon d'Or in his last Premier League season. So I just said, well, should I be in the conversation as well because I've got more goals and assists than Ronaldo
In the Premier League. Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Fun fact.
That was making my point.
I'll take that. That's it.
Well,
fun fact.
I should be in the conversation. Is what I'm saying.
So are you up there with Mohammed?
Salah?
Yeah.
No, that's a bridge too far.
Oh.
Well, Ronaldo was here like years and he got like 100 Premier League goals. And I did stay for like 15 years.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
But it's, it's
Stats don't lie.
Don't lie.
any time I can say I've got more goals than Ronaldo,
I'm going to say it.
I'm going to say
Shout it from
And-
roof.
and
Say
I
it
feel-
again. Say it again.
I got more goals from Ronaldo in the Premier League.
Can I make you horny, baby? Do I make
Can I say that?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Do I make you horny?
yeah, absolutely. With those stats. Bloody hell. I'm having a hot flush.
I've got one more for you that's going to make you explode.
I don't ever like that analogy. Go on.
I've got more goals than Messi in the Premier League.
Oh, no, stop it, you dirty boy.
Ronaldo and Messi combined. No danger.
Combined. That is how good I am. Your husband.
I know how good you are.
Ask
Oh.
ask
Don't you
us
worry about
anything.
Okay, ask me. Sorry, is that first question? How many Premier League goals did Peter?
Yes, it is actually, yeah. Did Peter get more than Ronaldo and Messi combined? Yes. Go.
I don't think it's combined.
No, it's combined.
It's definitely.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, slight disclaimer. Messi never played in the Premier League.
There you go.
Don't lead with that.
But yeah, small factor. Do you want to read this one?
Okay. Hey, Abby and Pete. I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years now and we just moved in together. However, I swear every tiny thing he does is starting to drive me mad. Like, why does he make so much noise just existing? I love him, but I didn't know cohabiting meant giving up my last nerve. Is this normal or do I need to start thinking about setting up a doghouse at the end of our garden? See, this is something we've never, ever experienced. Genuinely.
You've literally said to me before, your breathing
Breathing's annoying me.
annoying me.
But I mean,
You've said that.
no, over 20 years. Like, we can't exist without coexisting. We argue more when we're apart. I think.
No, we do argue more when we're apart. Yeah, definitely.
Like, we do not like being apart. We don't like not sleeping together at night.
Mm-hmm.
But those like little niggles, like, oh, it's doing me head in, just walking around, like you get when you go on holiday with your friends.
Yeah.
And if you do a week with friends, it's probably too much, and you're like, oh, I need my own space, I need this. I certainly have never felt that way.
Yeah, I haven't felt like that with you.
I
Like,
think-
not like, oh God, like so annoying. Like. But this happens with women quite a lot. I think everything they do annoys them. Like. So we get annoyed as well, like sometimes. Like women in general will do things and you go, that's annoying. But you just don't, I don't know, you don't like...
Voice it.
I'd rather just go out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is
And
that why
this is
you're
not working
constantly
on.
walking our dog?
Yeah, you just go out. There you are. You just go, oh God, I'm going to go out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think you have to sit there and like let it wind you up.
Fester.
Yeah.
But I do think this needs to be nipped in the bud, because if she's feeling like this so early on, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What does she do? What would
Is it early on, is it?
What did you do to Anna?
Yeah, she was not shy of verbalising my annoyances, to be fair.
Really?
Lots of long walks, like you said. Bitching to me mates, Hot Girl Fridays, that always helps.
I think that's out. I just still can't get over
Yeah,
hot girl
I'm
fire.
flabbergasted, but we can't...
I would never let you
can't
do
keep
that.
going home.
What would you do
It
if I
happens
did
to me.
Hot Boy
It's
Fridays?
fucking... I think it'd be insane.
Anyway, that helped us. But yeah, I think, like you said, just let them know, but let them know in a nice way. Don't cause an argument.
Yeah, but I mean, 3 years. I mean, imagine when it's 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those things are going to be like
Festering.
real bad.
Yeah.
You know, at 3 years, you should still be those things. You know, they should be nice.
The bunk beat should be blasted.
Yeah, and like things shouldn't annoy you. You've just moved in together. It should be the honeymoon period. Get rid.
Fuck them off.
No, don't do that. But I think, yeah, raise it now and get it eradicated, whatever's annoying you.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Hi, legends. I've just had my second baby, and I honestly feel like I haven't had a proper chat with my husband in months that isn't about nappies or laundry. Any advice for reconnecting when you're both absolutely exhausted? Start a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So when I had the sex doctor on Exhibit A, she said that couples do not get back to what they were until, if they're still together, until the kid's like 7 years old.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Which is just nuts.
Yeah.
Fuck me, we've still got 2 more years. That's outrageous, isn't it? But like, it makes sense.
But the thing is, it's like, I think that's very normal to, you know, when you have a new little baby and she's got 2 babies, your whole life is consumed by them, and it's a good thing. It's nice. And they grow up so quick. Like, I was looking at ours in the, you know, ours fit on all the rides now. They're like Jack's 120. So we can go on all the big rides.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's my baby gone? You know, and they grow up and it just goes by. And I sound like my mum and dad saying this, but it just goes by so quickly.
Yeah.
You have to enjoy it. And I think it's very important to make time. But we used to do the same. Pete, remember we used to go and we'll have a date night and we'd sit there showing each other pictures of the baby.
Yeah.
Look at this one. Oh, look at this one.
Like you have to have a strong relationship. Like if you haven't got a strong relationship, you have a baby, it's going to break you up 100%. But you know, if you do go through that, and like you say, when you get through the difficult period, like I think we're kind of through it now. You have a beautiful family, and
I'd love another baby.
How do you think you get through that period though? Because it is hard. Like
Why
night
is
feeds.
ignoring me?
What? Another baby? It's not even an option. There's no discussion.
Class.
You know, I don't like it when you say things like that to me. It's not an option.
No, you don't like that word.
Well, I don't like it when you say no to me.
Because it doesn't have, you know.
No, it doesn't happen often, but sometimes, you know what I mean? There's something like I let you get away with a lot, but things like baby is a complete no.
It's when I think of my happiest time, it's always a newborn's always involved.
Yeah,
I just think there's absolutely nothing better than that.
It won't be long before you're a grandparent.
Oh,
serious, Sophia?
What an auntie.
You know, auntie.
I can't wait for my sister and brother to have kids so I can just look after it. I love babies. I hate kids.
For the peoples.
Fair enough. But yeah, reconnecting, listen, I think, you know, just try and make time for each other, but it is a hard period. We understand.
I think it's normal. I wouldn't put pressure on yourself. And I know it can be a bit tedious, like they're exhausted, night feeds, bottles. Have you done this? How many mils did they drink? Have you got a nappy? It's hard. But I think do little special things for each other, like do a little date night.
Yep. Find a good babysitter.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Jason and Stacey had their baby and they were knackered and then they give the baby? So they do a Sunday Monday where they take a Monday off work.
Oh, I think you remember me telling me this.
So they'd have the kids obviously all weekend all together and a newborn baby and they'd be exhausted. So then they would do a Sunday Monday, which means they would treat the Monday as their Sunday.
Yeah.
The older kids would go to school.
Yeah.
The new baby would go to the nan. Yeah. And then they'd just get back into bed and spend the whole day in bed watching telly, you know, getting up to have something to eat, watching box sets, dozing off.
Great idea, that.
And then by the time 3 o'clock came and they had to go and pick up the kids, they'd feel great and have more energy.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good to do that. We did it, didn't we? I agree. Okay, hey, the Clans and Cardi P. I'm 27, happily single. Yet at every family gathering, I get grilled like I'm on MasterChef. I got out of a long 5-year relationship half a year ago, and want to focus on my career and seeing friends before they get married and move on to the next stage of their own lives. The no boyfriend still, and is your biological clock is ticking.
Cheek
Are getting to me. Just let me live. Any tips on how to shut Nan down with a bit of sass but minimal drama?
You do you. She should just say, Nan, you do you.
Yeah, you do you, Nan.
You do you.
Don't worry about me, Nan. I'm loving my life.
Yeah.
I'm living my best life.
Yeah. Just say, I'm living my best life. You do you. See you later.
Behind the back.
Behind the back.
No, it is hard that, like, there is a lot of pressure on age, isn't there?
Especially for girls, I think, yeah.
She's 27, by the way.
Yeah, and literally,
she's a baby.
You could be single for another 10 years.
I know.
Be fine.
Because the thing is, it's like people are focusing more on themselves, their careers, cost of living. People want to get settled, buy a house, get a steady job before they even think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I just actually think it's no one's business. If she's happy doing her, you know, it's different if she's like, oh God, I feel that way. But she's happy. She just needs to say to Nan, look, Nanny, I'm fine. I'm happy. You know, I'm living my life. Ask me anything.
Shabba.
This is a paid advertisement from BetterHelp.
Yeah, comparing yourself to others is something we've all done, whether you're watching someone talk about their life on a podcast, seeing it unfold on social. It's tempting to think other people have it so much better than you.
But here's the thing. Comparison can be a thief of joy. Therapy can help you focus on what you want instead of what others have, so you can start to live your best life.
As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise.
Stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp.
Visit betterhelp.com/therapy crouch today to get 10% off your first month.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/therapy crouch. Ask me anything.
Shabba.
Hey guys, a bit of a random one, but as you both work together and still manage to pull off the power couple vibes, I thought I'd write in. I decided last year to quit my 9-to-5 and open a small coffee business with my partner. Very edgy, I know. It was great to begin with, but now with the long hours we are pulling and the fact it is only the two of us at the moment, we are literally seeing each other 24/7. We love each other, but we also fight like toddlers over the dumbest things. How have you guys managed to work together without wanting to rip each other's head off at any given moment? Oh God. Well, I think that's normal, to be honest. You know, if you're living in each other's pockets, you're with each other 24 hours a day. It can be hard working together, living together, playing together. So we have our own little interests.
It's good to get breaks for each other as well, and then you miss each other, even if it's for a few hours. You know what I mean? And then it's like,
Why do you want a break from me?
No, I'm just saying it's good to have healthy pursuits that don't involve the other person, I think.
Well, yeah. Every time you play golf, you ask me to come and meet you afterwards.
Because I've done
he's
5
done
hours.
4 hours. Yeah, he's had this
like, without you. I want to see you now. I mean, I will allow you to see me.
Pete really wants me to put my horse by his golf club in the stable because he said, you can ride, I can play golf, and then we can meet each other afterwards.
I see it on the 8th hole, I'll wave over like that. Meet you in the clubhouse, babes.
You up there, babe? Yeah, I think go for a little glass of wine probably. But no, why did you do something different?
No, I think they should have their own interests.
Yeah.
I think that always helps. You know, obviously my favourite pastime is horse riding. Yours is golf. You know, we both do our thing.
The thing is, though, if you're doing like a small new business and like all your time is like the same, that's a work 24/7. You have to go to bed, watch telly, sleep, get up and do the same thing. But there's a couple actually where I used to live, and they opened a coffee shop. They were lovely, these Italian couple, and they were pretty much the same for the first 6 months. You'd see the lights on there like any time of day in there, 24 hours a day. But eventually it grew, and then they employed staff, and then one would be working and the other person wasn't and stuff. So hopefully it'll be a short-term solution if it takes off, you know.
Just take it in turns, hopefully.
Yep.
By someone.
Yeah.
Okay, hi Abbey and Pete and Aros. Big love from an expat in Oz. I've always struggled with jealousy in relationships, and I hate how it makes me feel. My boyfriend has a very active social life, be it surfing, drinking, or just hanging with friends, sometimes with and sometimes without me. A small part of me just can't shake a weird feeling with him being around other girls. I love him, and I don't think he'd ever cheat. But how do you trust without overthinking every text or like on Instagram?
She sounds young. I used to be like that. Now I don't give a shit.
Tops.
Stay together 20 years, Lord, chill, answer.
You crack on.
Get past that.
You crack on. I'm going to ride me.
Save me a job.
No, I think it's hard if you've got that jealous streak, because that's something I definitely possess. But I think she needs to work on herself. You know, she needs that's possibly more her insecurity than him doing anything wrong, I'd say. But it's definitely not a nice feeling to be worried when someone goes out the door. You know, I've been there. It's not nice. You're not a bit jealous, are you?
No, I am. Just inwardly.
Yeah.
Not so much. I try my best to not.
That's controlling. That's controlling.
How's that controlling? By
Controlling his own emotions and behaviour, yes.
I'm trying to control like a bad trait.
No, that's controlling me.
How?
Oh.
Because it's like, because then that feeds the insecurity that if you've got a jealous person and another jealous person, but one reacts and one doesn't, you're kind of like, you'd fuel the anxiety, if you like, by not reacting.
What a load of bollocks.
No, it's absolutely not.
No, because if he was jealous, he's going, I'm jealous and I don't want you going out with whoever, you know, your mates, and then that's controlling, in my opinion, isn't it?
Yeah, that's complete
that's
control.
But there's different types of control.
No. Listen, I'll have jealousy, but I'll go, do you know what? I don't want to, you know.
You trust your wife. I love it.
You know, I in my own head, I'm like, God, no, you stop being silly. That's how I'm trying to get. I'm not trying to control you. No, okay.
That's 4D chess, though. And I like it. I'm taking that sip.
You're mental.
No, it's true. I've seen it online.
Have you?
I haven't made that up. That's what I've read.
Okay, moving on. Hey gang, long time listener, first time writer, so bear with me if this is a bit mad, but I'm hoping you guys can help, or at least give me a giggle in the process. My boyfriend refuses to let me use his ensuite bathroom. He locks it every single day like it's Area 51. The other day I asked, said, you don't need to see that. What the fuck? I have seen his undies, so I'm more than familiar with his skid marks already. And I don't understand what else he would have to be embarrassed about.
What, so he doesn't clean his toilet?
It's so annoying having to sometimes wake up in the middle of the night or after SEX and run to the landing bathroom rather than the ensuite. Do I break in and risk irreversible trauma, or accept that I'll never know what lurks behind?
That is nuts.
Squat box. He's got a squat box on it.
Oh my God.
What do you think he's got going on there then?
Dodgy that, innit?
He locks the bathroom, and the worst thing is, so they'll be intimate in bed, and she'll
have to run around the landing with the towel around her.
Just no.
So dodgy going on there, mate.
Well,
wow.
Can't be a cleanliness thing, because if he was worried about it being untidy, he'd just clean it and then leave the door unlocked. So there's obviously something in there.
Yeah. Like a personal grooming thing, I'm thinking. It's got to be, hasn't it? Hair dye, false teeth. It's got to be something like that. Because like you said...
Ball wax.
Yeah, ball wax. I wouldn't be asked about something ball wax.
Yeah, but people are strange, aren't they? They're hung up on certain things, you know, and I might be a bit... I mean, it could be something really innocent, you know, like that he just doesn't want you to see.
It might be like a germaphobe, but he hasn't clocked that, you know, or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but it could be...
It could be, yeah.
But
it could be a dungeon. It could be a dungeon.
Regardless, you'll break it in.
I absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm breaking in.
Regardless. 100% you're in there.
I'd have been in there day one. As soon as he went out of it,
you know, for your own safety.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a little root.
Rooters will find, Abby. Rooters will find.
Exactly right. Listen, I think you've got to get in there.
You don't let me in your bag.
What bag?
No,
yeah, I'm particular about my bag. You know, like
it's got a certain order.
The way nuts if I go in his bag.
You know why? And it was totally fine at first, but now it's the way things are like just like left out. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll go, where are my keys? And it just should be looking for something, and it should go like launch it everywhere. And then like put it back in all the wrong compartments.
With all different compartments, and in the front one he has X, second one he has X, third one. and it's all like organised.
Really organised.
Yeah.
It's my
It's not
thing.
really organised. Maddie cleaned it for you the other day.
Yeah, she did.
Because you'll have wrappers in there, empty.
Wrappers. No, that's not true. My bag is
You do.
pristine.
You have like empty,
It is a
like
small bag.
empty,
Yeah.
bloody
Absolutely not.
antihistamine boxes and
Yeah, I've got like some
empty.
like allergy control.
You'll have like old inhalers that don't work.
Inhaler. Yeah, it's got me.
You'll have like loads of euros and all shit dirham stuff in there.
Never know when you might need the dirham.
There's just so much random stuff in there that you don't need.
I need all of it. It's-
Caps, multiple caps.
Well, it depends what cap goes with my outfit.
Snapback. He's got his Gucci number on and snapback.
For every outcome. And I know that if I take that bag, like, I don't have to worry about where my keys are, you know, where my wallet is, because I know everything's in that bag. I just pick up a bag and I go.
Just
Yeah.
going back to this though, I could not cope with that.
It's a bit serial killer-esque, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, back to the bathroom.
Yeah.
No,
It's
no.
just not.
Not. I mean, we don't even have
acceptable.
locks on any of the doors.
Well, we do.
Also, he must have
Doesn't
an
it, keys?
outside lock on his ensuite. Can we just think about that for a second? Who has that? Normally go into an ensuite, it's like a bolt lock, isn't it?
Or
Like
Or a
stress
little
lock.
twisty thing.
He's got a key outside lock that he's locking his ensuite with. That's dodge.
Maybe he's got like, you know, a big bag of makeup in there and he likes to put his makeup on or something.
Or a wig. Yeah, I was thinking something like that.
Or he wears a wig.
Yeah.
But then he would take you. He's in bed, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He'd have it off.
He'd have it off. Yeah, I don't know.
There's something going on that needs to be, and I want to know,
I'd
and
kick
I'm
the
not.
door down.
I think I
So she needs to get a screwdriver, unscrew the lock, go in there, and report back.
Yeah, please.
Please keep
Keep
in
us
touch.
updated.
Keep in touch. Even the word, I want to know what lurks behind.
I know, yeah.
He might
Like
have
a
a
film.
terrapin in the bath.
A terrapin.
Terrapin.
Hey, what's that Lyle crocodile? You know, he's got
Oh,
like
I
little
love
crocodile in the
that.
bath. Yeah, God knows, but I'm dying to know.
Although I didn't think that was the right voice for him.
I
Shawn Mendes.
know what you mean. Go on.
Hey, thanks for all the lols on the podcast. I started listening to you guys during my maternity leave at work and when I was doing the odd jobs around the house in the day, which is also how I got my hubby into the pod. The irony of this will soon become clear. I'm basically worried that my hubby has a burning desire to be a 1950s housewife. He loves ironing, like loves it. He does it in his undies sometimes, beer in hand with shite music blaring, which is sometimes sexy, but most of the time a big fucking ick.
That sounds quite
I like
therapeutic. that. He's got the tunes on. He's got a beer and he's like having fun.
He also loves to lecture me on how to do the washing, clothes and dishes correctly, which makes him even more irritating. Yet when we are out and about, everyone thinks he has this big dick energy and it's all real and he's a real lad's lad. I'm tempted to out him to everyone just to see if he will tone it down, but I'm also worried I might be looking a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, I would love you to be like that.
I think that's good. I think like
There's nothing better than a man who can do things. I was just saying earlier, like,
are you saying that I can't do things? Is that
well, you can't iron.
you literally said there's
People-
nothing better? Like so you're
people-
telling me that I'm not what's your problem?
People are washing clothes pod in the dishwasher.
Can I just say they swapped them round, right?
No, I didn't.
They were in there, right? So the washing machine tablets were in the utility room there, right? Someone now has swapped them. So the same location that dishwasher tablets were always in are now. So I went, oh, these have changed.
They look
They must
amazing.
have the big one from Ariel now. But no, they weren't. It was
But it
dishwasher
doesn't go in the dishwasher either.
No, but what I'm saying is you've swapped them over. So that was an honest mistake to make.
Yeah, somebody's just been on autopilot and he's reached into the dish. You want to
Reached in
lob it in.
where they always go.
Had the tunes blaring.
Shut your mouth.
Okay, sorry.
Honestly, and there's nothing better than a man do something. Can he do 100 keep you up? Fucking no. Can he score 2 at Anfield? Has he scored more than Ronaldo?
Yeah, but those don't
Piss
interest
off.
me.
Go and get a new fella.
Come on,
Those
lad.
don't
Come on.
interest me. I'd love someone who could iron.
You'd rather someone that can iron.
Wow, fuck.
I hate
And
ironing.
I've got I can iron anyway. I just choose not to.
I hate ironing.
I
I don't mind ironing.
I like ironing. If I
I
had a
don't-
job to do it, it'd be ironing.
I don't mind ironing at all.
If I built a house though, I would have a specific place for the ironing board with like an amazing view. Because I just look at the wall. My mum brings hers into the lounge and watches TV while she irons.
Yeah, my mum used
So
to do
does
that.
Kaz.
Yeah, I don't mind ironing.
I don't like ironing. I hate it, in fact. I'd quite...
I think she is looking to gift
I
horse
think
them off
she's
there.
like, yeah.
I think he's having a laugh doing it. He's like, by the sounds of it.
He's hurting no one.
He's hurting no one. Just lock the utility door and leave him to it.
Your earbuds in. Crack on, love.
Yeah.
Just shut him away and, wherever you do your washing.
I think she's definitely looking a gift horse in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he's contributing, he's clean, he's hands-on.
And he could turn around and, he might, if she outs him to his mates, what's he going to say about you? You could end up having murder. He'll stop doing it. Then next thing you're doing your own ironing, your own dishes, your own fucking clothes. You'd be fuming.
Yeah.
Grin and bear it.
Well, I think anyone who enjoys ironing, let them crack on. I want to quote that.
There's your title.
Peter Crouch, 2025. Anyone who enjoys ironing, let them crack on.
But you laugh at your own joke.
That is funny. Come on.
We got to enjoy the good ones, mate. Fucking hell, there's some bad ones. You've got to enjoy the good ones.
I enjoyed that today.
That was good. Yeah, nice energy.
Nice
I
energy.
did. I enjoyed that today as well.
Very
and hopefully
funny.
you've helped.
Need to do my exercise.
Bingo wings exercises.
This
Love
is
it. All right then.
It works.
Yeah, lovely. Okay. We're off to bingo wing.
See you next week. Like, link, and subscribe. Ask me anything.
Trevor.